Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. What's good, what's good, what's good? Carlos, Ray, Edgar, Frank, Ibn, KC, Francisco, Danny, Logical, Jaden, John, Pascal, what's good, man? James, Nelson, Views, Raya, Garrett, what's good, brother? What's going on, man? Hope everybody had a great weekend. It's time to get back to, regular programming. Regular programming. Let's do the damn thing, man. We got an interesting week ahead for sure. Had a decent weekend myself. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend as well. Aiden, here you go, man. Let's go ahead and do this. Bam! Let's get it, man. Happy Sunday, everybody. Alrighty. You guys know how the live works, but for anybody that's new here, we're going to go ahead and dive into this economic calendar first, and then we will get into the watch list for the week ahead. We're going into Monday, October 21st, closing out the year here. Closing out the year. 2 more months left. Really, yeah, 2 months. Next month, yeah. 2 months, 2 and some change. 2024 flew by. Bottom line. No matter how you look at it, 2024 was a freaking blur. Was a blur. But yeah, man, let's get it, y'all. We got a big night ahead of us, so we're gonna jump right into it. Starting off the week, Monday, October 21st, nothing of importance here. As you guys can see, a couple Fed speakers, 1 p.m. later in the evening, nothing of importance. Tuesday, October 22nd, another Fed speaker, nothing too crazy. Wednesday is where the real data starts. We have existing home sales at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bond auction, which is at 1 p.m. Nothing really significant there. Thursday, October 24th. Is probably the biggest day of the week, along with Friday, obviously. Thursday, we have our jobless claims. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by PMI at 9:45. And lastly, we have new home sales at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So big day here on Thursday. That's going to be October 24th. And then we're going to head into Friday, October 25th. Another big day here. We have durable good orders. Pre-market, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Market open, we have consumer sentiment, which is pretty usual at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's what we have to look forward to for the week ahead in terms of economic data. I'm getting this data from investing.com. A lot of you guys commented on my latest Instagram post saying that you would like me to make a list. So I'm going to make a list for you guys of all the important data that you guys need to be paying attention to while trading in the market. All right, so you guys can look forward to that. Probably sometime this week, I'll post it on my Instagram. I'm going to post absolutely everything from consumer sentiment, durable good orders, CPI, FOMC, important notes to look for through those data points. That way that you guys can stay up to date and aware as well. But yeah, man, let's get into these charts. We got a very, very interesting week ahead. We're going to kick it off here with ES. And yeah, let's get it, y'all. Start off on the monthly time frame. I mean, yeah, I mean, we all look at these charts every week, right? We all look at this chart every week, monthly time frame. You guys are seeing the same thing I am, right? And if you want to do any type of back testing, quote unquote, right? We're reaching our wit's end, right? And it doesn't matter how you look at it, right? It's just not sustainable, right? Market is undoubtedly strong. And there's one level that I think the market has in mind. That level is 6,000. That is one level that I think the market wants to test before the end of the year. Wholeheartedly believe it, right? Just like I think Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to absolutely blow the top off here soon. I wholeheartedly believe that we're going to tag this 6,000 level at some point. It's just been a magnet, right? Every pullback, every dip, it's just been getting ate up, right? And we have one thing in mind, in my opinion, is that 6,000 level. I think it'll trade sometime before the end of the year. We got a couple months to do so, right? But from a monthly standpoint, this chart's still extremely strong, no matter how you look at it, right? It all started with August when we had that 15% correction and pretty much filled that whole correction back up within that same month and closed extremely strong. And then September had that pullback initially, ripped. October, little pullback initially, ripped. The market's strong, right? There's no way around it, but it's getting to the point where it's unsustainable, right? It's unsustainable. In terms of measured move, right? We'll go back to COVID. COVID was about 183 days from the bottom. It was a 56% move to the first pullback I'm talking about, right? From this bottom, this was 273 days, a 26% move. Next, I'm gonna break this down for a reason, right? Following move, which was the pullback after 52-week lows, we had a 182-day move, 25%. And then here we are now, making that similar move around that 180, 200-day mark at about 16%. So in terms of the days, right, of how long each essential bull run has been over the past 5 years or 4 years specifically, right, it's been right around that 180, 250-day mark. Now, does that have any real significance in terms of where we're currently trading? No, but it can help us, right? It can help us. It can help us. So a monthly standpoint, we're still extremely strong here. Weekly standpoint, you guys can see we're extremely strong as well, right? Overall chart is still intact. Just pushed a new all-time high last week after putting in a new higher low following those previous higher lows. So we're still very, very strong. There's one key component we're missing from this massive rip, which is volume, right? If you look at the monthly or weekly, we are lacking volume. And to make matters worse, we have a very, very dramatic bearish divergence. That's when the stock makes a higher high and the RSI makes a lower high. So on the monthly and weekly, yes, we're strong, but there is a big lack of volume along with a massive bearish divergence. And just me knowing myself, and I'm very honest, I'm very transparent about it. I don't trade well at all-time highs, right? I just don't. So that's why lately you guys have seen me shift my focus trading individual names that are relative to the market. Netflix, Coin, MicroStrategy. Even going further than that, Morgan Stanley, names like that, Snow, even Upstart we traded last week. So that's pretty much going to be my focus this week as well. But ES, I do think there can be value here. There can be value here under a certain circumstance, and that's what I want to get into right now. So as you guys can see here, we're essentially still just building higher and higher. If you look at the overall chart structure, it's been the same thing over and over and over, right? You guys can see every single time we had that nice little pullback, see real weakness, bought back up, right? Weakness, bought back up. And it's the same story over and over and over. In my opinion, right? In my opinion. Going into this week, two things are going to happen. We're going to make that move into 6,000, or we're going to get a pullback, right? I feel like that's where the market's at. The market's at that boiling point where the pot's about to tip. So what we need to pay attention to this week is first things first, right? First things first. 59.27. Those are those previous all-time highs. If we can get above 59.27, that's where we can confidently say, hey, okay, now we can go long, look for those dips, and target that 6,000 level. That's a move I think it can make in a short period of time. Now, let's say, for example, we push into these highs, or let's say, for example, we fail here, and then we get back below this 5,900 level. If we get back below 5,900, that's when my interest is going to peak for the short side. We can look for that move back into 58.70 and ultimately down towards this 58.50, 58.40, which is where we can look for a high confidence relief bounce off this macro demand, which we've held on multiple occasions previously. So for the trading week ahead, just a big line in the sand levels. Above 59.27, longs are on the table. Below 5,900, we can look to get short down in that 58.70. Once we get down to that 58.40, 58.50 areas where we're going to want to look to flip long for a relief bounce. Very nice chart here, right? Ultimately, we just have to move, right? That's the big thing here, right? We're just ultimately in this range, and you guys can see we've seen the same move over and over and over, right? We have the rip followed by the dump. Rip followed by the dump, but there's no real change of structure. We're just trading within that range and keep doing the same thing over and over and over, and that's just hard for me to trade personally, which is why I've kind of stayed away from it. Yeah, M-Sleek, it's insane, right? This is a rip that we haven't seen in since COVID, essentially, right? Like, this is a COVID type rip, right? Like, this is a COVID type rip for sure. If you go look back, say for example, COVID, right? COVID was a 56% move in 163 days into new all-time highs. It was a 106% move, right? And we're talking over a 2-year period from COVID bottom 2020 to 2022. If you look at this current move, we're looking at a similar caliber, right? That is 730 days, 51%. So obviously not as aggressive, but a very similar fashion in which we've recovered, right? So it's just a tough scenario in my opinion. Bottom line is that's the big levels that we need to be paying attention to. Anything outside of that, I could really give a rat's ass about. But yeah, man, big levels to watch: 5,900, 5,927. And yeah, let's get it. NQ is next. This is a chart I'm more interested in, right? I'm more interested in it for a few reasons, right? It's been lagging behind, right? And I don't say that in a fashion that it's weak, right? I'm not saying that NQ is weak. I'm just saying that it's been lagging behind in terms of the strength that we've seen through YM, which is the Dow, or RTY, which is, say, for example, IWM, or even ES, right? It's lagging behind. It's strong, but we're not seeing the strength that we're seeing through those other indices, which is creating that divergence that I think we can capitalize off of. Specifically, you know, on this weekly time frame, there's one big level that we've been watching for a long time that's still respected as a massive supply, right? You guys can see here, this has pretty much been the pivot for some time, originally starting back in June. That's previous all-time highs, reclaimed it, held it, failed it. Ever since we failed it, we've just been pinned below it, and that's going to be that 2,700 level, which is the ultimate line in the sand that I want to focus on for this week. Is that same level, right? Like, I think this chart structure is, as long as we're below that, I think this chart is geared for a nasty reversal, right? We're kind of just forming this beautiful rising wedge right back into this macro supply, which you guys have seen historically we've been absolutely rocked off of every single time that we've tested it, right? Lack of volume here on the monthly, the weekly. Now, that doesn't take away from the fact that we're strong, but as long as we're below this supply, I think that this trade idea is still in play, which is why I've been more, I don't want to say bearish, but you can't be bearish in a bull run, but it's like, the value-wise, if the market was to correct, QQQ, I think, would tumble the hardest. That's all I'm trying to say here. With that being said, what we need to watch for the week ahead is, you know, even where we're trading right now, it's like, if we break, right, say, for example, last week or the week before, we broke this structure, right, 25.65, guess what we did? Pushed right back into that macro supply, and we seen that big failure. So it's like, even if we break 2600, we're right back into 2700. So the significance of QQQ in terms of value to the upside is not there. There's no significance to it. So what I want to watch here on NQ, specifically in QQQ, is initial watch is going to be this 2600 area, right? If we can show weakness here, I am interested in a reject, right? You guys can see this is a very significant supply. This is a higher risk watch, but I do like it, right? You guys can see last time we tested this area, called it a nasty rejection. The main watch is going to be that 2700. So if we can break that 2600, push back into this 2700 area, that's going to be the ultimate watch here for QQQ or NQ for a downside move. Now, say for example, we do get weak. Downside's a little tricky, right? Downside is a little tricky here. There's no real clean structure shift until this 2200. So, I mean, we could look for a short position below this 2400 back into 23 and that 2200, but it's there's so much demand down here, and currently where we're trading, it's just that range is it's a tough range. So in order for me to trade an NQ, I would honestly want to see it above that 2700 or below that 2200. Now honestly, we can catch scalps in between from an intraday standpoint, but I would honestly want to see it above or below that for continuation, right? Having confidence in an actual continuation type setup. But yeah, I like the chart in terms of higher time frame structure, but lower time frame standpoint, like hourly here, there's not shit going on, right? You guys can see just as well as I can. There's nothing really significant going on here that looks good to trade at the moment or even this week, unless we can get back above, obviously, into that supply or pull back into that demand. That's the only value I see on this chart. But since we're talking about NQ, let's go over and move over to QQQ. I know a lot of you guys like to follow along here, so I'll give you times to get ready. And whenever you're ready, drop a ready in the chat, and we'll hop into QQQ here. I'm going to take a drink of water real quick. Alrighty, cool. Let's get it. 1 second, let me fix my mic. That's right. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I'd love to hear that one. So we just went over NQ. This is pretty much similar chart. Obviously, NQ has a lot more data due to it trading 25, pretty much, yeah. Excuse me, I had a brain fart. 26.3. 23.6. Jesus. God, man. My brain isn't working correctly. But, so, to translate what I was talking about on NQ to QQQ, right? Level to the upside we need to be watching is above 496.50. That was the level I was talking about on NQ. If we can get above that, it's very likely we're going to trade into that 2700. That 2700 supply is going to correlate to that 500, 501 here on QQQ, and that's my main watch for a reject. Top of this trend line resistance, macro psychological level here at 500, which is that major supply I showed you on NQ. So if we can break that 496.50, we can look for a higher risk long position back into that 500, 501, and that's where we can look for a high confidence reject. In terms of downside, if we break this 491, which was the pivot from Thursday, if we can get below 491, shorts are on the table here for QQQ. You guys can see we'll break that nice uptrend, get below that structure we created from Thursday, and it's very likely we're going to trade back down to that 488 and then 486, below a 486, back down here to low 480s. So this is a beautiful chart in my opinion. Main watch here on QQQ is going to be that 500, 501 reject or below 491 to go short down at a 488, 486, and those low 480s. And that's what I'm watching here on QQQ. SPY, a little bit different scenario here. Chart's a lot cleaner, and in my opinion, I've been fumbling. I've been fumbling. I've been putting, and you guys know I always like to. You said Solana. Hold on. I have quite a bit of Solana, so I want to go look at the chart real quick. Nice. Sorry to get off topic real quick, but if you guys aren't in crypto, I don't know what to tell you. This is beautiful. I'm telling you guys. I'm sorry we're getting off track, but I don't know how many times I have to say it. I've said it for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Don't be the one to say woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? I don't care if you know a little bit about stocks. I don't care if you know a little bit about charts. I don't care what you know. If you look at this chart and this chart does not scream bullish to you, then you need to reevaluate your technical analysis system, right? This is bullish as bullish gets. Right, we got a literal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-month bull flag here in terms of consolidation. Like cup and handle, bull flag, whatever you want to call it. Buy fucking Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, average in on those dips. Forget about it. Thank me in a year. Thank me in 6 months, right? Solana, I could see back above 200 plus. Bitcoin, like I said, I thought people were fucking brain dead for saying 100,000. I think Bitcoin will hit 100,000. I totally agree with whoever said that. This chart is just a beauty, a beauty, right? A beauty. You guys can see a massive cup and handle. Got that 10-month bull flag, whatever you want to call it. The bottom line is this chart is fucking bullish. If you're not in crypto, whether it's $1, whether it's $10, whether it's $100, whether it's $1 million, I'm telling you guys some real shit, right? Like. I don't care what you have. I don't care if it's $1. I don't have it's $10. A 50% return is a 50% return, regardless if it's $1 million or it's on $10. The bottom line is invest. It's either invest or get left. And whoever that guy's name used to have that name, that's what I'm talking about. Like I said, if you can read a chart, you can obviously look. Crypto's not going anywhere. It's being widely adapted across the world. I'm telling you guys right now. Don't come back and say, "Oh, you were right." No. Fucking get a position and show me how much you made. That's how I know I'm right. Right? I mean, we pretty much bought. I'm sorry we're getting off track, but you guys know, man, we've bought every dip in the past 2 years, right? Every single dip. 52 dip we bought. 50 dip we bought. 52 dip we bought again, right? Like every single spot I'm circling is where we longed. And you guys can go back and fact check this, right? Anybody, just whoever's traded this with me, right? Everybody can attest to this who traded with me, right? 12.5. Who was long at 12.5? I was. Where did I signal to everybody to go long on Bitcoin? 25, right? These were the circles is where I signaled it. 38 told everybody to go long on Bitcoin. Initial 50 told everybody to go long on Bitcoin. Next pullback to 52 told everybody to go long on Bitcoin. 50 told everybody to go long on Bitcoin. If you didn't buy here, that's fine. 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 That's whatever. Buy now, right? Now. Hey, there's no better time than now. I'm getting off track because, trust me, you know what I mean? I have a proven track record, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times in the past 2 years, right? And everybody can attest for this. Everybody, right? Ethereum, you want to go talk about Ethereum? That's completely fine as well, right? I've literally showed you guys. I just posted my say for example my Kraken account, right? I turned $10,000 into 710,000, right? Same trades that I took with you guys, same trades, same exact one, right? Same exact one. And the people are saying, oh well, let's get back to stocks. Do you want to make money or not? That's the bottom line. Bottom line. Don't sit there and have the money sit in your banking account collecting dust. And then when Ethereum's back up here at 4,000, you're going to think to yourself and say, damn, I should have really put 1,000 in. I should have really put 2,000 in. I should have really put 5,000 in. I should have put it when I could have afforded, right? When it gets back up here, that's exactly what you're going to say. And the cycle's going to repeat. When do you break that cycle? Right? Don't say, oh, when it pulls back, I'm going to buy some. Or when it goes up a little bit more or this and that. No, come on. You know? You got to break the cycle. You got to break the cycle. But Ethereum, I told you guys to buy at 1,000. Told you guys to buy Ethereum again at 2,000. Again at 2,000. Again at 2,000. Most of it was on Sunday Live. Same way I'm talking to you guys. I'm blue in the face right now. Fucking do it. Stop saying next week or next time. Procrastination is a killer of everybody's dreams, right? Do it. Do it. Do it. Anyway, back to SPY. Back to SPY. Back to SPY. So what we're watching here on SPY. Oh, what I was talking about. Sorry, I'm everywhere, guys. You guys know my ADHD is like fucking wild. What I was saying though is me, and I'm hopefully you guys can learn from my experience, right? I oftentimes, even being 5 years in, right, where I am at in my current trading journey, I still make the same mistakes you guys do, right? Thinking too much, right? Like say for example, this break and retest on SPY, there is zero reason I shouldn't have been long here, right? This break and retest on SPY, there's zero reason I shouldn't be long here. And you know what stopped me from going long? Myself. Overthinking, hesitation. And I say that to say this. I still make the same mistakes you guys do. Obviously, it's an experience gap between us two, but still, you know, even a chart like this is where money's made, right? Those intraday scalps we take 30, 40, 50%, that's great. But when you catch multi-day swings, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600% on size, that's where the real's money made. And so when I'm missing multiple great setups like this is when I kind of get on myself, and I'm you know, talking to you guys about it because hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes. You know, setups like this, these are A+ setups, right? They're absolute A+ setups, right? Beautiful setups. Train your eye for the recognition and keep it pushing. But specifically for SPY this week, the level I was talking about on ES, that 59.27, is going to correlate to 586. Okay, so if we can get above 586 on SPY, that's where we can confidently look to pick up those dips and go long. Target that 590 level. If we get above 590, I think that's going to be a fast track into that 600 psychological level. That's my personal opinion. Now, that 5,900 level I was talking about on ES correlates to 582 on SPY. If we can get below 582 on SPY, that's when shorts will be valid. We can target this 578. 578 is the first area I want to watch for a relief bounce. You guys can see this is a massive demand here. My main watch for a relief bounce is going to be this 574 or 575. That is the trade I will put size on. You guys can see the significance of this demand here. This is absolutely massive. So the game plan on SPY is above 586, we can look to pick up a long position back into that 590. If we fail, say for example that 586, get back below 582, that's where we can put on a short position targeting that 578. Watch this 578 area for a relief bounce if we get it down there, as this is a macro demand. Main watch for a demand bounce is going to be that 575, 574. That's the game plan for the week ahead on SPY. And yeah, man, that's what I'm watching on ES, NQ, QQQ, and SPY. What I want to do now is get into the individual names for the week ahead. First things first here. Let's go ahead and start it off with Netflix. That's the first name we got for the week ahead. One of my favorite charts for very valid reason, as you guys can see here. So when you guys are ready, let me know, and we'll go over Netflix together. Oh shit, my bad. I was accidentally muted. What I was saying, right? So I'm not trying to get off track again, right? But I just want to prove something to you guys, right? I want to prove something to you guys. How many of y'all, because I can go back and double check as well. How many of you guys were on this live, right? Back in December, right? Because this is when I said it. Back in December, how many of you guys were on this live when I entered Ethereum on Zoom with you guys? I mean, on this Sunday live, I entered, right, at 2100. How many of you guys didn't enter, watch it ripped to 4,000 and said, I wish I would have bought? Just be honest. How many of you guys did that? Watched me enter at 2100, watched it rip to 4,000 when it got to 4,000, and when I started trimming, said, damn, I should have bought. Be honest. Just be honest. Take accountability. Or when it pulled back to 2100 and I entered again. Put a me if that was you. You watched me enter, it ripped into new all-time highs, and you said, I wish I bought. Don't do that again. This is your chance for your redemption. Or Bitcoin, for example. When Bitcoin was down here at 25,000, I sat here just like I am right now. I was talking to you guys till I'm blue in the face about how beautiful this break and retest was. I entered Bitcoin on live, right here. You didn't enter. You watched it rip back into 73,000 from our 25K entry, and you said to yourself, damn, I should have bought some. Don't do it again. Right? It's that simple. Don't do it again. I don't want anything from you, right? I'm not asking you guys to give me money. I'm asking you guys to help yourself. Right? That's it. Help yourself. That's it. Help yourself. Anyway, Netflix. You don't have to trade crypto. That's the thing. It doesn't matter if you like to trade crypto. It doesn't matter if you like to trade stocks. This is the thing. Well, people always tell me, right? How do I invest, right? Open your phone. You don't have to know shit about it, right? The bottom line is say, for example, you guys have someone like me, right? I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I essentially hop in the car, put gas in it, tell you to sit in the passenger seat, shut up, put your seatbelt on, and ride with me. I literally do that on a day-to-day basis, right? Right or wrong? I do, right? So you don't have to know about crypto. You're either getting in the car and riding or you're not, right? I'm like a Formula F1 driver here. I know what the fuck I'm doing, right? With a track record, not no Google spreadsheets. No, I've provided multiple live logs. I can do it right now if I wanted to. If you guys want me to, I can. Doesn't matter. Right, we can go to Lightspeed, we can go to Webull, we can go to Kraken, we can go wherever you want. We can go to stake.com, right? I just did it on my Instagram the other day. Right? It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter where we go. I have a proven track record, right? I can refresh the page, I can show you withdrawals, I can go to my bank account, whatever you want to do, right? I don't need time to do anything. I can do it right now, right? I've done it millions of times. You can go back and watch other lives if you're that curious, or I can do it right now. It doesn't matter. Bottom line, to have a track record. You don't have to know about trading crypto. You don't have to know about trading stocks, right? It's a matter of, do you want to invest or not? That's the bottom line, right? Would you rather have your money sit in the bank account doing nothing? And like I said, when it rips and you're like, oh man, I should have bought some. Stop, right? Be the change. But yeah, Netflix, here we are. Massive gap up Friday, as you guys seen. Cleared those previous all-time highs. Got that earnings catalyst behind it. This is a beautiful setup, right? Very, 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 very beautiful setup. You guys can see here, we got that first day move from Friday, had that nice gap up off of earnings, continued into Friday, showed insane relative strength through Friday's session. So the game plan here on Netflix is simply watching for a pullback into 750 is the initial watch on Netflix for a higher risk bounce. Main watch is going to be the 740 area for a higher confidence, higher conviction demand bounce. Or if we can continue above that 767, we can look for that upside continuation back into 780. Right, and that's the game plan here on Netflix. Beautiful chart here. This is one of my top watches for the week ahead. Coin, right? This goes hand in hand with crypto. Right? I guarantee you, mark my words, right? Mark my words. Coin will gap up tomorrow, right? And the reason coin will gap up tomorrow is because Bitcoin's up and Ethereum's up. Now, if Bitcoin and Ethereum pull back, it's likely coin's not going to gap up. But coin is heavily correlated with crypto. So over the weekend, when I noticed crypto strength and coin had great relative strength on Friday, I knew that this was a great name to watch it into the week, or even last week, right? And all my mentees or anyone who trades live with me on Zoom, which I do for free, right? You guys know we were watching coin all week. The reason we're watching coin all week is because it was relative strength, right? Look at coin's chart here. Say, for example, last week, right? Look at the difference between that chart and this chart. This is a bullshit chart. No trend, no direction, chop, SPY, same thing, right? So why was I watching coin? You guys can see why I was watching coin, right? It had relative strength, had a nice established trend. These are names you want to focus on when the market is choppy, right? But the reason I like coin for the week ahead, one, crypto's getting strong. Two, it just broke this massive structure, right? You guys can see this was a massive resistance, which we are now trading above as support. So what we can watch here on coin is a pullback into this 212, 210 area for a demand bounce, or if we continue strength from Friday's session above 220, this is going to get absolutely parabolic back into 225, 230. So the game plan here, 212, 210 bounce, or above 220 on coin. Absolute beautiful setup here. On the flip side, we got AMD here. This is an absolute beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chart, right? You won't even go out to the weekly here on AMD and just break down what is exactly happening. On a monthly standpoint, yes, AMD is very strong, right? We have that kind of monthly bull flag forming. Take note of that. Got it, right? Get down to a weekly standpoint. What has happened previously with AMD? We've seen the same thing over and over and over, right? We had the initial all-time highs, failed, lower high, low. Then we pop back up, put that lower high, lower low. Here we are making that same exact move we have previously on two different occasions after that consolidation on the weekly. So this is a beautiful chart I love for lower. You guys can see that daily has now fully flipped. We have that high, we have that lower high, swept that low, and now we have another lower high. If the market gets weak, AMD continues to see weakness. I see this down in that 140 area. The levels that we need to watch are as follows. First things first, we have this beautiful flat bottom here, 155. If AMD can get below 155, I'm very, very confident going short down into this 152.50 and this 150 level. On the flip side, if AMD shows some strength, I want to watch this 160, 162 area for a reject. You guys can see that that is a massive, massive, massive supply that we can watch on AMD for a rejection. This is a beautiful chart here, right? Just talking about a market structure standpoint, right? Obviously, we have that high followed by that lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high. We're just building down into this massive structure here. So if we can get that break, this should be the straw that broke the camel's back. So this is a beautiful chart here. Nice established downtrend on this hourly. I think we can get nice continuation below that 155. That's the bottom line. Apple. Name I want to keep a watch on for very valid reason. Last week, Apple attempted to go higher, tested those previous all-time highs. 237.50 was the level. Ended up failing it, which is cool. Failed it, I think that was on Tuesday. As you guys can see here, we had that initial test and failure. Got that nice pullback. We put in a higher low here. And as you guys can see, through Friday, we're starting to push back into these all-time highs, which I like, right? I like that initial rejection where sellers attempted to show their hand. Buyers picked it back up and closed it essentially back close to those all-time highs. So it looks very, very, very good. Now, what I want to watch is two things, right? One is obviously going to be a break of those all-time highs. So if Apple can get above 237, that's when I will confidently look to pick up those dips for a move back into 240 plus. Let's say, for example, Apple gets weak. Below this 234, I think the downside can get very aggressive, back down into 232, and this 230 area where we can then look to flip long for a relief bounce off this nice demand here. As you guys can see, this is a very, very, very respected demand. So I definitely want to keep a watch on this area on Apple for a demand bounce. It's a beautiful chart, one of my top watches for the week ahead. Meta. Next name I like here. I mean, Meta, I think, just bit off more than it can chew. It's at a point now where it's just unsustainable. You guys can see here, Meta's up literally 800%. Oh, excuse me, 600% in the past 2 years, essentially. Weekly chart is just absolutely parabolic. I think we're due for a nice little correction here on Meta, which is fine, right? I'm not bearish on Meta. I'm just trading the chart, and I like this chart structure, right? You guys can see here we have that daily high paired with a lower high, swept that previous structure here, put in a lower high. So you guys can see here, this daily chart is in fact starting to flip. We have that weekly closure back below that previous candle's low, forming that nice little evening star. If If you go down to the daily, we got that structure shift. And if you get down to the hourly here, we also have that structure shift. We have that double top, failure to go higher. Then we got that nice little established downtrend here on the hourly. Big level to watch on Meta is going to be that 574. This is the line in the sand here. Main watch is a break and hold below. That's where we can confidently look to go short on Meta. Back down to this 565. Below 565, we're back down to the 554s. Now, Meta specifically, right? If we can get very weak, right? If we can get very weak on Meta, there's one level I'm watching for a no-brainer, A+ setup, swing and relief bounce, and that's that previous all-time high at 542, 545. If Meta can pull back into this massive demand here, you best believe I'm going to be the first one to catch it, right? So if we can pull back into this 542, 545 area on Meta, this is where I want to look for a high confidence, high conviction demand bounce and a swing position with the stop loss below 540. That's the game plan here on Meta. You guys can see the significance of this macro demand, which was previous all-time high resistance, which is still untested. So the game plan here on Meta is go short below this 574, down to 565, 554, and then look to flip long for a demand bounce and a swing entry off of this 545, 542. So no-brainer setup here. Absolutely love this. Next, we have Tesla. This is another nice chart as well. You guys can see here Tesla's been getting slapped around a little bit, especially after that robo-taxi event they had. You guys can see here we got that nice little double top failure, complete trend flip here on the daily. Broke that lower low, that lower high, swept that previous low, got a new lower low, lower high here. This is a very clean chart. What that's going to translate to on the hourly is a beautiful drop base. So this could be a nice either or setup, and I like this whatever way the market goes. What I want to watch on Tesla is to the upside. If we can reclaim this 224 level, I think we get pretty squeezy, right? So above 224 on Tesla, we can look for those pullbacks to go long back into this 232, 235 area, where we can look for a rejection off this massive supply. Downside, very, very simple. If we can get below this 214 level, that's lights out for Tesla. We get that drop base drop. Target is that low 200. And if we can get down into this 200, 202 area, that's where I'll be comfortable flipping long on Tesla and picking up some equity long term. So that looks very, very good there. And this is one of my top watches for the week ahead, is if Tesla can break that nice little drop base here we have formed on the hourly and daily. Does Tesla have earnings this week? I didn't even check the calendar. Oh shit, hold on. Does it when on Thursday? Oh, Wednesday. Damn, I already know what's going to happen too. They're going to give us the move after earnings. It's cool. I guess we'll disregard Tesla then. Oh, we can trade it after earnings. Yeah, I didn't even look. This is a pretty decent lineup actually. We got a very interesting week ahead for earnings. This is a nice calendar. This is a nice calendar. Monday, nothing significant. Yeah. Tuesday, we have Enphase. That's a fun one to trade. GM's also pretty fun. Well, Wednesday, we got Boeing pre-market. That's a very fun one to trade. Tesla after close on Wednesday. QS is a fun one to trade. UPS, that's also a fun one. Yeah, so we got some interesting names this week. I didn't even look at the earnings calendar, but I should have. This is a very, 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 very nice calendar. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 nice opportunities on some nice post-earning setups, which you guys know are very, very high probability. So we got a nice week ahead, man. And yeah, that's what I'm watching for the week ahead. We've covered absolute ton. SPY, QQQ, ES, Netflix, Coin, Apple, Meta, Tesla. I do want to go over a few more things. I do have a couple swings I'm watching. Swings lately have been absolutely killer, so I'm going to keep the momentum going. But as of right now, I owe you guys one giveaway as well. I just fixed it. And yeah, let's get this thing rocking. I do have a couple swings I want to check out, so we'll get into that now. Silver. We've been on silver's ass. We've been on gold's ass, but they slipped away from us. Gold specifically. We were long gold right here. Kind of paper-handed that a little bit. Long gold here. Took profit here. Picked up gold again here. And paper-handed it here. So these are two swings that I want to watch. Gold I absolutely love. Setup I want to watch on gold for a swing is if we can pull back into this 248, 249 on gold. This is where I want to look for a demand bounce and swing entry. My stop loss is going to be back below that 247, and this is my top watch for a swing. That's going to be GLD. I will trade it on futures as well. Silver is a top top watch for me this week for very valid reason. We just broke a consolidation from all the way back in 2013. Last time silver was at these levels was 2013. So this is absolutely huge. You guys can see this is a macro breakout. Nice rising volume. I absolutely love silver. I think this can be setting up for a nice multi-day or even multi-week run on silver specifically. So the game plan here is two things, right? One, if we can get a pullback into this 30.2980, that's where I'm going to look to pick up a demand bounce and swing entry on silver. You could trade SLV or futures. It's going to be SI. Yeah, SI, I think. So that's a game plan here. Silver pulls back into this 29.830 area. I'm going to use a stop loss back below this 29.35. And I'm going to target that move back into 32.33. This is my A+ setup for the week ahead in terms of a swing. Silver and gold here are my two A+ setups I really, really love. And yeah, man, these are fucking beautiful charts. You guys can see just as well as I can. Yeah, this is a beautiful chart, right? I mean, look at that strength on Friday. That was just absolutely amazing. The ticker for silver is SI1? Yeah, SI1. And you guys can look at this chart and see this is absolutely huge. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chart. So we pull back to that 33 type 2 on futures. And this is the one. I'm going to go ahead and set my alerts now because I 1000% will trade this. It's a beautiful chart. And just a side note, right? I'm going to show you guys some shit. How bad I fucked up. How bad I fucked up. I want to show you guys something. Look at this. Look at this. Watch this. Look at this shit, y'all. I fucked up bad. Just everybody type paper hands in the chat. Everybody. Everybody. I literally even said it too. What date is this? Someone help me out here. Look at this. 10/8, right? 11:40 a.m. 11:40. 11:40 on 10/8. Look where we were long. 11:40. 11:40. And what did I say? What did I say? This could literally be the short-term bottom. Yeah, I got the clown suit on. That's what I am for Halloween. A clown suit. Clown suit. That's a joke. Joke. Yeah, I deserve the clown suit for that one. I do. I do. For those who don't know, the crazy thing about silver is it's 5K per contract. For every $1 silver moves, it's $5,000. So this $4 move here would have been 20K. So if you held one contract, you would have made 20K on this move. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, I deserve the paper hand for that one. I definitely paper handed that for sure. For sure. But it's all right. We're going to catch it this week. We'll get a nice pullback. We'll catch it for sure. I know. I literally told you guys to hold. I literally said, please hold. And I didn't even hold myself. So that's why I deserve the clown suit. That was my biggest fumble last week. Biggest fumble, man. Just looking at this chart makes me sick. Makes me sick. Anyway, back to the favorite swings. Silver, favorite swing. You guys know why. Gold, favorite swing. You guys know why. Let's see what else. Let's see. Silver, gold, snow. I do like snow. This is an absolute beautiful chart. We caught this last week, I think. Yeah, we caught this last week, but I'm looking for a re-entry. Yeah, we caught snow somewhere around here, I think. But I'm watching it again. You guys can see here, we broke that beautiful downtrend on the daily. Got that beautiful double bottom, failure to go lower. Reclaimed that massive structure here at 117, and we're just flagging right back into it. This is one of my top swing watches along with silver and gold. The game plan on snow is if we can look for a pullback to this 116, 117, This is where I'm going to look to pick up a swing entry. Target's going to be back into these recent highs at 127, with the final target being that 130 at the top of the gap fill. This is one of my favorite setups. You guys can see why. I got that beautiful little cup and handle, bull flag, whatever you want to call it. This is absolutely beautiful. Retesting the top of this base here. This is an A+ setup in my opinion. To be honest, if we don't gap up tomorrow, if Snow does not gap up tomorrow, I'm just going to enter. Majority of you guys will be on Zoom with me. If you want to know how to get on Zoom with me, just join the Hangout on the Instagram channel. I trade live every single day for free. Now, given I do trade with my mentees exclusively off the open, but I do post it around 10:30, give or take. Sometimes I post at 9:30, but most of the times around 10:30. Regardless, I trade for free every day. But yeah, we'll enter this tomorrow. This looks very, very good. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Got that downtrend break of structure. Got that double bottom, failure to go lower. Got that change of structure here with that higher high. Now this new higher low. So if we can break those highs, I think this can be a nice multi-day move as well. So silver, gold, Snow, top swing watches. For the small accounts, I've been eyeing this one. For all of these horny folks that use Bumble looking for a one-night stand, this is your chance to get your money back for that subscription you've been paying for. Above 710, you guys can see here, this is a beautiful gap fill into 775. Nice little flat top break here. I honestly like this. Probably will enter it tomorrow morning on equity. As long as Bumble is above this 7, I think we can see a nice squeeze back into that 775 high 10s will be the ultimate target. But the main watches are going to be silver, gold, and Snow. Stim, I also love. We absolutely killed this swing. We entered Stim right here. How many of you guys caught Stim? This is a swing I'm so proud of. It's not even funny. We caught 100% on this trade. So beautiful. So beautiful. Guess where we entered it? We entered it right here on Sunday Live. Right here on Sunday Live. But you guys can see this is a very similar setup to Snow. We have that nice little double bottom. Right? We have that nice little double bottom. Flip into, we have that higher high paired with that higher low. New higher high. Now we're working on that higher low, forming a nice little bull flag here. Game plan is if we can pull back into that $0.50, that 0.5, 0.47 area here on Stim. This is where I'm going to look for a swing entry, and we'll keep a stop back below that 40 level. I think this can work its way back into 0.65, ultimately up here at the 8s into the whole dollar mark. I think that this could get pretty parabolic again. So these are my top watches: silver, gold, Snow, and Stim. Honestly, we'll probably enter Stim Monday morning as well. But yeah, this is a beautiful swing. I'm actually going to change the color here so I can remind myself. So gold's top watch, put that green. Silver, Snow, Stim. Yeah, we got that massive gap fill above 0.8 as well. So it looks very, very good. Swings this week look amazing. We have silver, we have gold, we have Snow, we have Stim. So hopefully we'll be able to catch one of them. Another small account trade I like is this HUT. This is a big crypto miner. So if crypto continues to show strength, HUT will be the one to watch. You guys can see we have a big break of structure here at 13.5. As long as we're above this 13.5, simply look for that pullback back into it. I think this can trade up into the 18s, maybe even that 21 mark. As you guys can see, we get that beautiful inverted head and shoulders here. Just broke that neckline, which is at that 13.6. As long as we're above that $13.50, I think this can see a lot higher. So if you have a small account and you want a beautiful swing, this is it, right? This is it. If we pull back into that 13.6, 13.4 area, that's where we can look for a swing entry. Stop loss in this case is going to be below that 13.2. If you want a little wider stop, you can use that 13 level. But I would consider this an A+ setup as well, especially with crypto showing strength. So yeah, we'll add that to the list as well. Side note, we'll get off track here a little bit. We'll go over to the reopening plays, airlines, and cruise lines. All of them are strong, right? You guys can see here if you want to name the trade, 760 on JetBlue. If we can pull back to the 760, 750 area, I think that's a great area to look for a swing entry targeting these highs up here at 945. You guys can see the significance of this 760 level on JetBlue. This should honestly invite a multi-day move, even though we've already made a significant move. I think this looks very good. You can see here pretty much every airline and cruise line has been working its way higher. United Airlines is absolutely parabolic. Delta's absolutely parabolic. Watch that 54.50 on Delta. And yeah, man, we have some beautiful setups for the week ahead. As you guys can see, we've covered quite a lot tonight. Again, just for the people in the back, what I'm watching swing-wise: silver, top watch for a swing. Gold, top watch for a swing. Snow, top watch for a swing. Stem, and then Hut. And then day trade-wise, got Netflix. Netflix is my top watch here. Potential even great swing here on Netflix also. Coin, absolutely love. AMD, Apple, Meta, Tesla. You guys know the drill. And yeah, man, that's what I'm watching for the week ahead. We've covered an absolute ton tonight. And yeah, man, I'm super excited for the week ahead. Got beautiful, beautiful A+ setups. And yeah, man, I owe you guys a giveaway. So let's go ahead and get into that. Let me go ahead and check up on this chat as well. I haven't looked at it. Let me see. Let's see what we got here. Did I miss anything? If you guys have any questions, if you have any concerns, anything was about trading, entrepreneurship, myself, feel free to ask it. You guys know I no holds barred, right? I'm always transparent. I'm always honest. Whatever you got to ask, feel free to ask it. Alrighty, let's get into these giveaways though. Let's get into these giveaways. Let's get it. Alrighty, I owe you guys one. If you guys want another giveaway, we're about 70 likes away. There's a lot of people in here. So if everybody hits the like button, we can definitely get to it. And yeah, man, how high do I see ETH going? I definitely see it tagging 4,000. I do. I will be live tomorrow. Yes. I'm live every day, 5 days a week. When is my next mentorship? Probably about a month. It is so if you guys notice what I did, right? I opened 5 on, what was that, last week. I opened another 3 on my story. I opened 5 in the Hangout. I opened 3 on my story. I kept 2 spots for tonight's live. I changed the code specifically for tonight's live, and that's the way that I structure them, right? That way so everybody has a chance to get a spot, because I only opened 10. That's it. I don't know more, no less. 10 is the way we go. Just to keep it small, just to keep it personable, and that's the way I like to keep it. So if you guys paid attention, the Hangout I posted 5, my story I posted another 3, and I kept 2 left for tonight's Sunday live. The link should pop up in there a little bit, and if you want to get it, you can go get it. Let me check. It might be gone actually. Someone probably clicked on it. Nope. Actually, I don't think it popped up yet. Garrett, that was some scary shit. I'm a professional for running out of gas. You guys have seen it, obviously. But yeah, that was the worst it's ever been. I got it down to 0 miles. Well, I didn't mean to, obviously. I left my house, it was like 5-10 miles, and I was like, oh, I'm good to get to the gas station. I got to the next light, and the shit said 0. And then when I rolled into the gas station, BMW has this feature where it, like, cuts off all power to the engine. So when I pulled into the gas station, it did that. So, like, when I put my foot on the pedal, it wouldn't go. Like, it wouldn't go at all. Like, I literally rolled into the gas station at 5 miles per hour. That was it. That's all, as fast as I could go. I had my daughter in the back. I was fucking freaking out. But luckily, I literally made it to a point where if you guys look at the picture I posted, the pump barely fit. You know what I mean? Like, I stretched it to maximum capacity to get it into my gas tank. But yeah, let's get these giveaways. Get this thing rocking. First thing first, let's do keyword. Bada bing, bada boom. Keyword. We're gonna keep it original with turbo. You guys know the vibes, man. All you gotta do is type in the chat one time, and you are good to go. Yeah, man, that's my only one vice. I put it together, vape and vice. Yeah, that's my one vice, which is vaping. It's my one vice. It's my one vice. Is vaping. But yeah, man, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Seriously. You guys know I do these lives for you. Been doing them for years. Don't plan on stopping. And yeah, man, I just pinned a message at the top. There's 2 spots available. Like I said, I posted 5 in the Hangout. I posted 3 on my story. The last 2 are available only on this Sunday live. There's a key code that goes with it. So if you try to use it after this live, it's not going to work. So that's just a heads up for you guys. And yeah, man, again, I appreciate every single one of you guys. for taking time out of your night to come kick it. Hopefully you guys got some value from this, some way, shape, or form. And yeah, man, I'll see majority of you guys tomorrow. Live trade every single day. Like I said, I give the exclusivity to my mentees off the open. I feel like that's only fair. And yeah, man, I don't know how long it's going to last. Obviously, it's not going to last forever. But for the time being, just milk it. You know what I mean? Take advantage of it. It's definitely not going to last forever. But while it does, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was definitely way faster than 5 seconds. Alvaro Rue, where you at? Alvaro Rue. Everybody knows the rules, right? I don't think I have to repeat them every time. Alvaro Rue, where you at? You're approaching the cutoff. All you gotta do is type in the chat. When you see your name pop up, just type in the chat one time. Following status unknown. Uh-oh. Let's go check. Oh, no, he's good. Very good. You've attended quite a few lives. Let's go. Thanks for all your support, man. Good to go. First winner. You guys hit the 300 goal, so I'm going to go ahead and do another one as well. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and run that back. Reset all entries. Change the word to, let's change it to 2025. 2025. And good luck, everybody. I'll give it another 30 seconds. And yeah. Let's get it. 2025 is a new keyword. How can you catch the live? I'm going to show you right now. How do I do it, actually? I don't even know how. Yeah, I do. Give me a second. I'll show you guys how you can catch it. Do. Alrighty, we'll give it another 10 seconds. Again, man, regardless if you win or not, I appreciate every single one of you guys for taking time out of your Sunday to come kick it. It's greatly appreciated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Anthony Elder. That name looks very familiar. Very familiar. Where you at, Anthony? Patience will be rewarded tonight. A lot of you guys know what that means, but I'm going to show you guys how to join the Hangout in a second. And after the Hangout, we'll run it back. Didn't he just win? I'm not sure. Here, let's see. Anthony Elder. How many lives do you have? Quite a few lives. Nice. Nice. No, he didn't just win because he would have said here. No, he didn't just win. He didn't win tonight, at least. You can't win twice in one night, but I don't think he won last time either. Congratulations, Anthony. Alright, let me show you. So, let me see. All you have to do is go to my main page. Right, main page. Hangout. That's it. Click it. Free. Good to go. That's it. Just go to my Instagram. Felony_trades. Got my verification back, so we're good to go. And yeah, man, just click the Hangout. Good to go. And we'll rock out. We'll rock out. We will rock out. And let's go ahead and do one more for the people in the back. Let's get it. We'll make it quick. For the people that hung around for that little segment. Make it quick. 20 seconds. Let's go. Yeah, over 200 people left already. So you guys got way better odds now. If you won tonight, the way to get your money is to message Don, Don on Discord. Please do not try to fake account shit. Dom is very thorough. He's not going to fall for it. It's not life-changing money either. I'm not going to send you $1 million. So, I mean, yeah. So, yeah. The code doesn't work. Oh shit, let me fix it. My bad. Let me see. I'll fix it for you guys right now. Give me 1 second. Oh shit, my bad. I fucked up. Alright, it should be working now. Should be working now. Can someone let me know? Should work. Because if you... Yeah, I know what happened. Because if you had the chart, it wouldn't let you because you're already... Okay. Thank you for messaging me. Easy. Appreciate that. Try it now. Let me know. Alright, good luck, everybody. Russell? I can see you spelled your names backwards. Russell? Is that your name? Did I get that right? Unless your name is Lasser. I mean, could be. I think. Yeah, if you type it more than once, it doesn't do anything, but... Yeah. Russell, Lasser, whatever your name may be. Alrighty, he said yo. Let's make sure they got enough lives. Yep, good to go. Nice. Good winner. Alrighty, so we got 3 winners tonight. Lasser, Russell, one of the two. Anthony and Alvaro. Congratulations to you guys. To everybody, man. Appreciate all you guys for coming to hang out tonight. It's greatly appreciated. Hope you guys got some value from this in one shape or form. And yeah, man, I'll see majority of you guys tomorrow for some live trading. You guys know the vibes, man. And I just fixed it. The code for the last 2 spots of the mentorship. There is only 1 spot now. And yeah, man. Hope you guys have a great night. Again, appreciate everybody for taking time out of their Sunday to come kick it. Hope you guys have a great night. Manifesting a bright winning week for everyone. We got some beautiful setups, as you guys can see from tonight. So I'm super excited to trade this week. Usually, you know, it looked alright, but I'm not gonna lie, this week looks great. We got Netflix, we got Coin, we got AMD, we got Silver Swing, Gold Swing, Snow Swing, Stem Swing. We got some beautiful setups, guys. So yeah, man. Hope you guys have a great night. For those of you guys that won, be sure to contact Dom_the_Don on Discord. Dom, D-O-M. Okay, I'll type it out for you guys. Dom, D-A, Don on Discord. Bam, there you go. Nope, just how I typed it. Yes, sir. Yep, just how I typed it. And Macy's too. Macy's is a beautiful one. We're already in Macy's. Macy's look very good. Very good. Honestly, could have added more Friday, but I didn't want to swing it over the weekend. Got that classic break and retest. Broke that massive resistance at 16. Retested it on Friday. Got that nice closure above it. Looks very good. Target's up here at 1765. Looks good. But yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and call that a night. Again, thanks to every one of you guys who tuned in tonight. And yeah, man, hope you guys have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace, everybody.